Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and having an amazing week so far. So we are back with a new video, and this week I'm going to film a get ready with me / how I achieve my clean girl makeup look. So I've been working on my makeup look for the longest time, and I've been trying to perfect it and get it how I want it to be, and it's just been so difficult for me to find products that actually work well for my skin. And I feel like over the past few weeks I've been finding the products that have been working well for me and that I've really been loving. So I thought I would jump on here today and share my new routine with you, products that I've been loving, and kind of just how I achieve my everyday natural kind of clean makeup look. I'm saying clean in brackets because I know some people will think like it's not really that clean, but to me it feels good and I feel good in it, and I feel like it's quite a natural look, so I kind of would refer it to clean makeup, if that's what you'd say, I don't know. But that's how I feel it looks, and I've seen a few other girls that have done that makeup look, and that's kind of what I've inspired it by, so that's the look that we're going off. I've kind of got down to a T how I want my makeup in general and just the products that have been really working well for me recently. So I thought I would come on here and share with you guys the products I've been loving and my current makeup routine. If you want to see how I achieve my everyday clean makeup look, then make sure to keep on watching this video. Starting off with my favourite product to start my makeup off with is my headband. I got this from TikTok shop, and it is honestly my favourite kind of little tool to put my hair back with, because hair is so annoying whilst you're doing your makeup, and I know you guys can relate. So this is literally a lifesaver, and it also makes you look so cute, so that's a bonus too. But I got it from TikTok shop, and it's in this like light pink colour, and I'm pretty sure it was around, I want to say like £6–7, so not too bad and quite reasonably priced. But yeah, it's just really good at keeping your hair back, and I just feel like I look really cute and a bit like a princess. So yeah, I feel like all you girls need one of these. They've got so many other colours too, like blue, pink, green. Did they have a red? Red, white, just loads of colours in general, but I thought the pink was the cutest. So I picked the pink up, and yeah, this is how they look. They're super cute, super affordable, and I just think they're great to be doing your makeup with. Also, every time I do my makeup, put a dressing gown on, because number one, I don't trust myself with my makeup. Number two, I've got a new top on that I don't want to ruin. And number three, I'm wearing white. So I'm going to put my dressing gown on, guys, because yeah, I'm just not good with makeup and clothes. I just seem to just gravitate towards them and then I get them ruined. So this dressing gown is going to be a lifesaver for me for this routine. Now we are all ready to prep the face. I have got my makeup bag. This is from Primark. I've actually moved over to this one because I used to use, do you guys remember the ones that like went viral for a stage and you'd like pull them out and then it'd expand really big from Amazon? Well, I had one of those, and it's like a leopard print, but it just didn't fit the vibe, so I got rid of that and bought this one from Primark, and it's this like striped neutral beach bag, well not beach bag, makeup bag, and I did buy it to go to the beach with to put like sun creams in and stuff, but it ended up just being the makeup bag, and I'm not actually mad about it. So yeah, this was from Primark. I think it was about £5, and it's got all my products in and skincare bits. So I would just share my makeup bag, and let's get straight into the makeup. Without fail, before I start my makeup, I have to use a hand cream. This one is from Clarins. Let me see if I can focus it for you guys. And it's the hand and nail treatment cream, and it's so good. It smells insane, and yeah, it's just my go-to hand cream, and I think it's so important to make sure your hands are clean before you touch your face, and just for moisturising your hands in general, just so they don't get all crusty and things. And yeah, I just think it's really important to sanitize and just cream your hands. So yeah, this is the one that I use. It's not very affordable, I must say, but there is so many more that you can get from like Home Bargains, B&M, Tesco, TK Maxx that are so much more affordable that you can buy and that smell just as good. But yeah, this is my personal favourite from Clarins, and yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. So I've washed my face and exfoliated, and I'm going to go in with a moisturiser. So the moisturiser I've been loving at the minute is the Inkey List Sim Bright Moisturiser. You actually can get this from B&M for like half of the price, which is like £3.99. However, you also can buy it from a beauty outlet, which is in like a local outlet near you. I think Home Bargains do it as well. Tesco, I think a few places, and like Boots and things do it as well, and obviously the Inkey List on the website you can buy it. But I mean, for £3.99 I think it's really good, because the Inkey List is quite pricey and I really love their products, so getting them for half the price is definitely a bargain. But I've been through two moisturisers from the Inkey List, one called the Fee Moisturiser I think, or it might be the Fay, I don't know, but it's spelled like PHO or something. I'm not sure. And I used that one first, really loved that one, and then I've moved on to this one, and yeah, this is my second time using it, and I loved it the first time. So yeah, this has definitely been my new favourite moisturiser. I have really dull skin, so this really brightens my skin and just makes it feel really moistured and really fresh as well, and hydrated, which I love in a moisturiser, because I feel like sometimes moisturisers can make your face not as bright and still quite bland. This really makes my face feel glowy and moisturised, and it gives it a nice little shine too, which I like. Love a good moisturiser, so this really works well for me and my skin. And yeah, I'm just going to rub it down towards my neck. I am a girl that loves to try new moisturisers, and I have tried a few recently, but in the last like 4 months I've stuck to the Inky List and I've been loving them, so I think I'm going to be staying as an Inky List girl for the foreseeable future. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite moisturisers at the minute. It's always important to moisturise your lips as well as your face, so I'm going in with this Primark lip balm in Mango Passion, and I think these are like a new collection in Primark, and I've been loving them recently. I've had 2 different flavours and they're both so good, and the packaging is just stunning. So yeah, these have been my favourite lip balms at the minute, and they're really refreshing, smell lovely, and are just really nice moisturising lip balms. Next, I'm sure you guys have not stopped seeing these, but the We Cherie Beauty Crop Primer is my holy grail product at the minute. I've been using it for a good 4 months, I want to say, and I've been loving it so far. It's really hydrated on the face and it leaves my makeup lasting literally all day. So for me, this is such a good moisturiser, not a moisturiser, primer, and yeah, I've just been really loving it recently. And the consistency is literally like jelly, which is funny. So I just think it's a really nice, refreshing, long-lasting primer, and I feel like sometimes you see these girls like posting about, say if they're getting like an ad for it or getting paid to talk about it, and like everyone's been saying like, oh, it's so good, like it's one of the best primers, it leaves your makeup on all day. But I feel like sometimes people think they're lying and stuff, but I genuinely think this keeps your makeup on all day. Like, I would not lie to you guys, and because I've had primers in the past where they've just not stayed on my skin at all, and I've been told that they're really good and they last so long, and then I've been like, what? That doesn't make sense because it's not staying on my skin. So I feel like it does depend on your skin and the products you're using like on top of it, but for me this has really been working in my routine and keeping my makeup on pretty much all day, so that is definitely a plus for me. And yeah, I've really been loving it. It's been my go-to primer. And moving on to base, like foundation, BB cream, whatnot. I don't actually use foundation, but I've not recently, for a long time, that's such a lie, been loving the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This has been my saviour for the longest time. I've always used this, and if you don't want to pay for this one, which is like quite expensive, I feel like, I think it's about £30, I feel like it's a good Christmas present or birthday present to ask for. But if you don't want to pay that much, I recommend you trying the Charlotte Tilbury Dupe Flawless Filter from Primark, because that is also really good. Also keep that in my makeup bag as well. Say if I'm doing like something that I don't want to use my good products for, I will use this, and this is in the shade Caramel, and it's only £5, so it's such a bargain. It's so similar to this version, it's actually incredible. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one if you're not willing to pay the £35 for this, because this one does the exact same thing. Obviously they are similar, but this one is obviously a lot better because it's the real thing, so I do love this one a lot more. But that one is also one of my faves, but I like to use this for like special occasions or like a shopping day, a dinner date, filming videos and things. I always use this because it just works the best for me and leaves my skin glowy and leaves a really nice complexion. I'm just going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I don't know what the shade is because I've had it for so long. Oh, medium moyen, and it's shade 4, and I've had it for the longest time and it's still lasted me so long, which is incredible. I think I am due a new one about Christmas time though. I feel like I am in need of one just for a top up. But yeah, I just put this all over my face and then just a little bit on my neck as well, because at the minute I'm just so pale, so I don't actually have a tan on my, well, I do have a bit of a tan, but like when I put this on it's quite dark compared to my neck, so I put a little bit down on my neck, and yeah, it's just a really nice shade. And then I'm just going to use this angled foundation brush by Real Techniques 222, and I've had this brush for the longest time. And then I'm just going to buff this in to my face. It blends so well as well, there's no like streaks or anything or patchiness. And it's just a really nice light base if you're not really a foundation kind of girly, like especially me, I don't like anything too heavy, so this is always so good when you just want something light and but still want a bit of a base for like your concealer and cream products. That is the Flawless Filter all blended in, looking glowy and a nice soft coverage, not too full and just quite natural, I feel like. My favourite part, cream products and doing like the blush, bronzer, concealer, all that fun stuff. Next for concealer, I've used this for a good while now. It's the Sleek Life Proof Concealer in the shade Flat White, and you know when you kind of make an impulsive decision when you're in Boots and just think, oh my god, I need a concealer, which one do I buy? And I literally just picked this one up and thought, you know what, that'll do. And to be honest, I was quite impressed with it. I did think at the start that it'd be like a bit of a thicker tube, but it's actually really thin. But I feel like that is good sometimes. You can get in like the smaller corners of like your eyes and stuff. So yeah, I do really like this concealer, and the shade is perfect for me for a bit of like brightening under the eyes, and it just looks really good. I would definitely recommend the Sleek concealer. I've never really tried Sleek products before in my life, so it was a bit of a shock to me, but I really ended up loving it. And after like the first time using it, I was like, yeah, I'm obsessed with this. So this has been a really good concealer for me and has just worked so well. You can get Sleek from like Boots, Superdrug, online, things like that. So yeah, I definitely do love this concealer. I'm just going to put it under my eyes because I have such bad dark circles, guys. It's literally unreal. So this really helps to brighten the eyes, and then just up the side as well to extend the lid out, and just a tiny bit under the eyes because this does come out quite a bit, and then a little bit on the chin, in the middle of the eyebrows, and then a little bit on the cupid's bow. I'm just going to blend it out with this Real Technique sponge, and this really just helps to brighten the skin, especially when it's quite dark and dull. That is the concealer all blended out, looking a lot brighter under the eyes and just in general, which I like. I feel like that really makes my face feel more awake and just gives a nice lighter tone to the makeup. Yeah, I just think this concealer works really well for me, so I definitely recommend if you're looking for a new cheap drugstore concealer, I would definitely recommend the Sleek Life Proof Concealer. Going in with contour, so I've been using the 4-in-1 Glow Makeup Maybelline New York Instant Anti-Age foundation, but I've been using it as a contour because I've seen a few girls do this and I thought it looks so good. And I used to use the concealer of the Maybelline, what's it called? Is it the 4-in-1? I'm not sure, but it's like the same kind of brush at the top, and I love these brushes at the top. I don't know what it is, but they just work really well for me, and this has got a bit of a glow to it as well, which I like. So a bit of a shimmer in the contour looks good. So put it in the shade Deep Foncé in number 4, and you can get this from any drugstore, Boots, Superdrug, Maybelline, anything. So yeah, I picked this up and I've been loving it recently. It works really well. It's a really nice glowy finish and gives you a nice contoured, sucked in cheek, which I like. I mean, I do have quite like narrow cheekbones anyway, but this is also gives you that extra like effect and tan, which I like. So I've been using this and been loving it. Like the way that it comes out is so satisfying. You just twist the lid and obviously you've got the little pump there, and I just like to do 3 dots on my cheekbones, 3 dots on my forehead, a little bit under the nose and a little bit under the lips as well. And contour the nose always. Then I'm going to blend it in with the Refi 2-in-1 brush, which is every girl's dream brush. This is so incredible and is literally my go-to brush. If you don't have this in your makeup bag, then please get it because it's literally insane, and for your contour and blush especially, it works so well, and it's just a really affordable, good brush that I know pretty much every girl uses in their everyday makeup routine. I think this is a staple product to buy in your makeup bag, and you can get them from Selfridges, online at Refi. Where else can you get them? Like House of Fraser, things like that. Anywhere that does like higher brand makeup, you will get it. I'm just going to use this end to blend all the contour in and just do circular motions to blend it out. As you can see, it blends out so lovely and gives such a nice glowy, dark kind of finish, which I love. Makes your face feel so much more tanned and gives you a bit more of a colour, because I know sometimes it can look quite dull when you've just got the concealer and foundation. So the contour, and then when you add the blush, just gives it that extra pop, which I love. And yeah, this has just been my go-to contour stick. Really reasonably priced as well. I think it's around like £12. And it obviously is a foundation, so it's going to be a little bit more than a contour stick, but yeah, I definitely recommend this Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow. Next Next we're going in with blush, guys. I've always been a Refy girl in the shade Malaya. However, since I found the Made by Mitchell, I've kind of switched. I don't know, I kind of use both of them, but I'm more towards the Made by Mitchell. I feel like just the shade of this is a lot nicer than the Refy one I've got. So nothing against Refy, I love their products so much, but I just prefer this a lot more than that blush. Don't get me wrong, I will always go back to the Refy. Like, I'm not against it at all. Like, I will use it, but this at the minute is just overriding that, and I like it a lot more, like the shade and the consistency. So this is what I've been using recently. It's the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Peach Sugar, and this is my favourite shade. It's a mixture between like a rosy peach, which I like. It's not too peachy and not too like rosy red, because I don't really like a rosy red anyway. I feel like it's a bit too extra for me, and I'm quite more of a neutral girl. So yeah, this is the perfect like rosy peach blush if you're looking for like a natural kind of blush colour. And these are so affordable on TikTok shop. I think they're around £10 maybe cheaper than that, but yeah, they're so affordable, and the packaging is just the cutest. So this is what I've been using for blush recently, and less is more with this product, guys. Always remember this, because I always put this on and forget how much actually comes out. You literally have to do the tiniest dot ever, and so much product comes onto your face. So remember that when you're putting this blush on. I'm just going to do a little dot on the nose, and then on the cheek, on the other cheek. You can always apply more if that's not enough. I feel like sometimes I forget, like, that is such a small dot, so I apply a little bit more and then it still looks good, so it's fine. Always apply it to the higher points of my cheekbones as well, because normally I used to put it there and it was kind of just spreading over here, whereas if you put it higher up, it kind of blends in with the contour and looks so nice. And then using the other end of the Refy brush, which is the blush part, this is such a good brush for the blush side, because I find blush so hard to blend sometimes, and this always blends out super nicely when I use it. This has definitely been my go-to brush for the blush. Brush for the blush, that's a new saying. I'm just going to blend it up and down at the same time and just dab it in. That is the blush blended out, looking super nice and natural, and I really love this blush. I think it's so nice and glowy. Blush and the contour blends is so nice, so they work really well for me. Now we've blended in all the cream products, we're going to set our face with the Wee Cherie Setting Mist by the Beauty Crop. This has been my go-to setting spray. I used to use the Max Fix Plus, and ever since this one's come out, I feel like it's lasted so much longer with my makeup and just been a really nice product for me in general. It also comes as a set with the Wee Cherie primer on TikTok shop, so you can get that for like, I think it's £15 maybe, so really cheap for a setting spray and a primer. So definitely get your hands on this if you need a new setting spray. I always like to set my face after I finish the cream products, and then I do it after I finish my whole makeup look as well. I'm just going to do 3 squirts on my face and then just wave it out with my hands. Maybe more than 3. I'm just going to set my face with this Clarins powder in the shade Wheat 109. This is a really good powder as well, really makes my face set all day, and I really love it. I'm going to put a bit on my chin, a bit on my forehead, and then a bit under my eyes. For a little bit of matte bronzer, I've always been a Primark girly when it comes to makeup. I feel like I've tried most of their products and their dupes. Like, I've really been loving them. So I've been using the Primark bronzer, and this is the shade, I don't know if it says actually, rubbed off, but this is such a good bronzer if you want like a natural kind of bronzy glowy look, and it really makes my makeup feel a lot more bronzed and like a bit of a goddess. So if you want that goddess look, then use this Primark bronzer because it lasts all day. It's Real Techniques brush, and just do a bit on my forehead and then on my cheeks as well. And then I also like to put a little bit on my neck just to make sure that I'm not a different colour to my face, because that is so important in makeup. Next we're going in with our brow pencil. I use this in 2 different ways. One, to fill my eyebrows in, because as you can see they're looking very light right now, and if you didn't know, I have a little scar here, so I've actually got no brow hair there. And then we also use it to do a little bit of a smoky liner in the eye, just because this works so much well for me than like an actual eyeliner. So I like to use this to do like a little tiny wing and just give that makeup a little bit more volume and kind of dressiness, because I know sometimes it can look that natural that when you go out it doesn't actually look like you've got much on. So I like to use this to give it a bit of more of a defined look and just make it look like I've made a bit more of an effort. So I use the Incredibrow by Collection, and it's the brow definer in dark brunette, and this works so well for me. I think it's such a good product. Basically just gently fill them out though, nothing too major, like nothing sharp, it's just really natural. So the brows are done, they're looking a bit crazy, but we're going to blend them out and do some brow gel in a minute, so they're not going to look like this in a good second. So just ignore the brows for a minute, but I'm just going to do my eyeliner and show you how I do it. It's nothing too extravagant, but I'm going to have the mirror here, so I'm not really going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing because it's going to be quite difficult, but this is how I pretty much get the smoky wing look. I kind of just keep scraping it up and just do it really gently. I always like brush it out as well, so it kind of just gives that lift, and it looks a bit messy in a way, so not too like perfect, because we don't want it too perfect anyway. That is the eyeliner done. It's very natural and kind of just extends the lashes a bit. That's kind of the effect that we went for, but it's not anything too extravagant, not anything like thick liner, because I don't like any of that, but it's just quite a natural extension to the eyelashes, because I have the shortest eyelashes in the world, and you guys will know that. So yeah, this is kind of just a bit of an extension for the lashes in general. So this is what I do, just kind of give it a bit of a smoky kind of look, just to elevate the makeup a bit more. Let's go in with my holy grail. This is literally my favourite product in the world. It's the Refi Brow Sculpt. You guys know that I've loved this for the longest time, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys will love it too. I know a lot of people use it, and it is a good product that most people like. It's a 2-in-1, so it's got like the, let me put it back down again. It's got like the brushes on the end when you open the lid, and then obviously the brow sculpt inside. And this just works really well for me again. It's just really good and keeps my brows lasting all day. They don't go crusty or flaky, and it really just lifts them and makes them look like I've had a full brow lame, so that's always good. Brush my brows up with this, and it really makes them look like I've had a full lame, so yeah, love this product. As you can see, I just brush them up. I do need my eyebrows doing, so don't judge them, but it's such a good product. And it's really affordable as well, I feel like. But those are the brows. They're looking very lamed and cute. So yeah, I've always used this for my brows and always will. It's my holy grail, and I absolutely love it and definitely recommend it to you guys. Lastly, curling the lashes and mascara. So I've always used and loved the Dior Pump and Volume. Love this mascara. I got it last year for Christmas and I've used it non-stop. I definitely will be repurchasing this again, and I just think it's a really good product if you don't have much lashes. Obviously it's not a drugstore, so it is quite pricey, but I do love this, and for like a Christmas or birthday present, I think it's a good gift to ask for. So yeah, this is my favourite mascara at the minute. Not to say that I won't change like a drugstore, or I wouldn't use one. I would definitely use a drugstore one because I've heard some really good things about certain ones. But this one for me has just been really working, and obviously I got it as a gift, so I'm going to use it, and it has just been really good. So my eyelashes, this is just from TK Maxx. You can get these from anywhere, and they're really cheap. So TK Maxx, Home Bargains, B&M, pretty much anywhere. I'm just going to apply the mascara. I literally have no lashes as it is, guys, so it doesn't do amazing for me because obviously they're so short, but I will show you the difference of them with mascara and no mascara. I have such dark lashes, but they just don't extend at all. It's so frustrating. That is the difference. So we've got that one there that's been brushed up and used, and they do look super long, and then these ones obviously are so short. So they do make a bit of a difference, which you can see. Now moving on to lips. I've always used this lip liner. God knows where it's from or how long I've had it, but I think it is probably from Rimmel. I'm pretty sure. I think the writing's really faint on there, but it's so small and it is my favourite. So when this runs out, I'm literally going to cry because I don't know what I'm going to use, but other ones that I've heard really good things about, if I can't find this lip liner, Refi Taupe, MAC and Cork, I think it is. There's another one. There's a NYX one. I can't think, but I'll try and link them below. But yeah, I've been using this one for the longest time. It's always just worked for me. It's such a nice like dark nude, and it kind of blends well with my lipstick and stuff. But I've also used Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury for a hot minute, and then I went off it and back to this again because I just love this so much, so I couldn't get rid of it. But I also do use the Pillow Talk, I've got it right here, by Charlotte Tilbury, and I do love this one as well. But at the minute, I've always been using this. I'm just going to line my lips using this product. To overline too much, but I do a little tiny bit just for a fuller lip look. A tip for the girlies, I always like to get my beauty blender where the concealer's been on and just rub against the lip just to give them more of a defined kind of look. I always like to put a bit of a lighter shade in the middle of my lips as well. This is Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. Love this lipstick. It's my go-to and I've used this for the longest time. If you're after like a dark nude, really nice matte lipstick, then this is the one for you. It's really good and it's quite affordable as well. To dab it in the middle of my lips. I'm not a lipstick girl where like you put it like that. I could never do that, I don't think. But I always just dab a little bit of this in the middle. And it just gives this really nice natural nude colour. And then finishing it off, I'm just going in with this lip oil, which is from Body Care, and this is just insane. I love lip oils at the minute, and these are so affordable. They're like £1, I think, and they just make your lips not sticky and just feel really nice and glowy and gives a nice shine. So I always like to use a lip oil. And gloss lips over matte lips all day. To finish it off, I'm going to do another spritz of the Wee Cherie Beauty Crop Setting Spray. And that is the finished makeup look done, guys. I'm obsessed with this look. I think it's so kind of natural, minimal, but still quite like dressy for like occasions and stuff. I feel like you wouldn't feel like you've not got much makeup on, and I'm just obsessed with it. I feel like it feels so good to like perfect your makeup routine, especially when you've been struggling with it for so long. To just make yourself feel good and have a makeup routine that you feel comfortable with and feel at ease doing. I just think it's so good, and I feel like this kind of gives the clean girl vibes. Let me know if it does. If it doesn't, then I'm not too bothered. But I don't know whether I'm going to call this video the clean girl makeup look. I'm not sure, but I feel like it could be that kind of vibe. It's just very natural, minimal and rosy and like quite glowy. I don't know. What do we think? Let me know what you think, guys, because I would love to know your opinions and ways I could make my makeup routine better, improve it a bit more if you don't think I've improved it the best, and give me tips and tricks of products that you guys love as well, because I would love to know what you use. I'm going to round this video here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching how I achieve my clean girl makeup look and how I achieve this natural glowy kind of everyday makeup, which I'm in love with at the minute. Let me know your opinions down below, and don't forget to give it a massive like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.